Jason, it is the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald who gets this started. Off we go from Glendale. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll take off again. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Third and short yardage. It's Brissett. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. It's an Arizona first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 41, here's second down and 7. They'll go play action here with Brissett. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's in! Touchdown, Cardinals! Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
It's the score, Cardinals 7, Packers nothing. Chad Ryland.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Bo Melton on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 24 now, here's second and 8. Douglas in motion. They'll go play action here with Rattler. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And third down coming up.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle. Just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
On the bootleg, it's Rattler. That's to the rookie out of TCU, Jack Bech. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second down and a yard. He'll get this out to the left flat.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. Sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first and 10, it's Rattler. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and he's taken down there.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
He'll try again here, second and 10. From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Third and short yardage, and here's Rattler. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They're going for it. Here's Rattler. That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive in points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Ooh, good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Douglas in motion. A play fake. They'll throw with Rattler. He's got it inside the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to do?
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Packers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come up with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. Ooh, well, now you see a nice double. Move there, and a gain of 6.
33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Now, Brissett. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. That's Henry To'oTo'o on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Off the play fake. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long as we are ready to get back underway. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A play fake. Now, Rattler. That caught Tony Pollard. He's not going to get too far to tackle after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. He's got Douglas going deep. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. It covers 51 1 yard.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, just about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. He'll step up and run this. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Looking to throw, Rattler flush to his right. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Pollard. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, they try Pollard. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
They'll try to throw it. Here's Rattler. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Start on the ground. And a nice run. Get him above 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. He is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. A gain of 66 yards.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple of years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses.
Well, it's clear they didn't have a lot of confidence in their ability to generate enough push inside. That's why they decided to attempt this run on the perimeter. But watch the speed and pursuit of this defense to string this ball out, and they're able to take them down for a loss.
Now a screen set up for Carter, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Ryland's kick is good, and the Cardinals will level the score at 10 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Melton now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off play action, here's Ratliff. He's got Douglas going deep. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd and 10. They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Third and long, and here's Rattler. Forced to his right. He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 15
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Rattler going to throw on 1st down. Has completed to Douglas. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Running here is Pollard. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Packers.
That's good.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
In motion, Beck. They'll go back to Pollard on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this 1st half.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down and 7.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try and get there on the ground. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
It's a gain of
You certainly
21
can't fault the
yards.
secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Throwing on first down, it's Rattler. Pushed out to his left. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. It is 2nd and 6. Rattler now back to throw. That's into the hands of Harris. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Douglas in motion. They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job up front, clearing the lane, pick up the first down. Now, you didn't get in the end zone, but now you got a fresh set of downs to try to punch it in.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Packers going to use their final timeout now, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Here's Rattler. This one caught at the 4. And he will score! Touchdown, Green Bay.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Next to score, Packers 17, Cardinals 10.
Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Brissett on 1st and 10. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Brissett now on 1st down. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Rattler. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. In motion, Besh. Throwing now is Rattler. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
First and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
To throw, it's Rattler. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Ray Harris, the intended receiver there, and it's going to be third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback.
20-yard line.
It's first down, and they'll run. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Antonio Johnson there on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's a second and 6. They'll stick with him again. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Marquise Bell up to make the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and short yardage. It's Brissett. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Play action, and here's Brissett. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third down, they'll throw with Brissett. Finding space at the 40. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Here it is on fourth down. And he's going to have a Cards first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Yard gain on the play.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Brissett. He runs with it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now Brissett throwing on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. A carry. This is Carter. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And
well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Melton now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and
8. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll go play action here with Rattler. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. This one deep and looking for Melton.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Throwing again, Rattler. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, it's Rattler. To the left side, into the hands of Bennett. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Zayvon Collins in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
That's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is 4th down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far. You're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
On the return, it's Dortch. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. On play action, Brissett. Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice gain.
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun is Brissett. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That's to the right side. Caught by McBride.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Here's Carter. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he's so close to breaking the play, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
Now 4th and goal.
So out is Chad Ryland in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now it is 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win? I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. Finding room at the 35. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Again, it's Pollard. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Slot man in motion left. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. That pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is Max Melton off the edge. He gets in on that quarter blitz, and he comes up with a sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
And look at maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. That run good for 8 does it. Very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Sets up now
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's an Arizona first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just hand off right, hand off left, and it just turns into tactical practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 5. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Nice game on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Jonah Williams, guilty that time. We're set. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To throw is Brissett. Throws here down the field. Incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Was great work to get those hands up there, and now it's fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. They run it straight ahead with power. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On the bootleg, it's Rattler. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Brissett. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 25-yard line.
Its metal brain corrodes.
their second. Talk things over before third down. Brissett. He's got him tight end. That's McBride. Packers going to use their final timeout now. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club. Boy, I sat down. Still ball and money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the leg down. I'm on the road doing shows with my back down.
Handoff the tight end in the running game. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here is Brissett. Complete there to Harrison. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 6. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
2 yards.
The offense had a decision to make. Was it more important to keep the clock rolling or maintain possession? They take a little bit of a conservative approach there, keeping the ball on the ground. Now brings up 4th down.
Here comes Smith on the return. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's out past the 30. And out of bounds. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Throwing on first down, it's Rattler. There's a short one caught by Kraft.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. This one deep and looking for Melton. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, it's Rattler. He's got his man. That's Pesh. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Packers.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win for the Cardinals. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory.
I see you from across the room.